Hej, z tej strony Indie Playerka i 5. odcinek Thaumaturga. Zapraszam was serdecznie. Wiktor został sobie w ogrodzie, gdzie się pobiliśmy 3 razy z włamywaczami. Wiktor jest mocny, wysportowany. No tam głupoty gadam, bo gram pod rząd. I już idziemy do Goli Brody najpierw. Później będziemy mierzyć. No czekajcie, może by tu coś dziabnął. No jakbyśmy się następnym razem byli, to wtedy. Gdzie? W dół. Tu coś jest. Użyj. A co to? Jakaś klisza? Dobra, idę tam, gdzie każecie, bo ja to bym tak zwiedzała. Aha, dobra. Tu wąski. Hej. Czyli tu mam. To tu będzie... Tak, a tu będzie Goli Broda, okej. Czyli dzisiaj robimy Wiktora na bóstwo. To jest plan. Zaczekaj, nie musimy czekać, idziemy do Goli Brody. W sumie nie mam pojęcia, która jest godzina. Ktoś mu napluł do wódki. Nadal nie wiem, gdzie to. Czego się gapisz? Co tu? Karteczka z ogłoszeniem. Okej, krawiec. O, tu coś jest. Żywą fotografią, dobrze. Idziemy. Idę do Goli Brody, nie gapię się na ciebie. Panie, co masz pan tu tak ciemno?
Come in.
Poproś
Please set my
ostrzeżenie.
hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
O nie. I co teraz? O, na pewno. Nie mogę cię kręcić. Profeska. I co teraz? Dobra, zróbmy cię rozczochrańcem. Zwyczajnie wyglądasz jakoś, ja chcę więcej. Bierze świat nie, bo to brzydka broda. To ma być zadbane. To chyba. Jeszcze popatrzę na włosy. Trochę jesteś ostrzyżony, ale bez przesady. Myślę, że jeszcze kiedyś przyjdziemy.
Sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Czemu nie
I
zwykłeś
can't
rozmawiać?
help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Fajny ten fryzjer. Tak, tylko nie wiem, czemu ta broda jest ciemniejsza od włosów.
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Tak, jak są nieżywi, to... Dobra, nie wiem. Nie wiem, czy nie wolałam tej szopy, ale no dobra. Co tu macie? Podręcznik do tańca. Będziemy Janowi Wysockiemu oddawać książkę. Gdzie to mnie prowadzi? Mogę złapać tramwaj. No, no. Mam nadzieję, że będę więcej fryzjerów odkrywać. Będziemy Wiktora ciągle robić na bóstwo. Co tu się dzieje? W sumie chyba nic. Szaro, ponuro i błotniście. W sumie jesień. O, co tu jest? Okej. Gramofon sobie można kupić. Tu coś tu jest. Kto nie krwawił? Gdzie jest kot? Lady Dragonfly. Wydruk reklamujący usługi kurtyzany. Jak nic, będzie tam Rasputin. No, kupiłam sobie. Co tu się dzieje? Jakaś znajdźka. Gdzie jest kot? Oddaliłam się od niego. Jeśli widzicie tego kota, dajcie mi znać. Ja nie widzę. A tu mam iść, okej. Czego się gapisz? Każdy mówi to samo. O, chociaż ty o grocika prosisz. A to pan o kopiejkę. Ja idę do krawca, nie mam pieniędzy, muszę sobie kupić coś niesamowitego. Co tu pan masz? Pan nie umiesz nic kreatywnego wymyślić.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
I need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Wiktor Szulski, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. Now, I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
No tu ja jeszcze coś tutaj u pana mogę znaleźć. Dla kogo pan szyje? Dobra, jeszcze gdzieś coś jest. O. Mogę ci pomóc, chłopcze, na co wychodzi, poza konkursem.
Mr. Szulski, come in. What's new?
I couldn't help noticing you're struggling for inspiration.
You've got a keen eye. The book makes it easier? I have to guess what everyone has in their mind.
Is there any way I can help?
I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. Back in the day, all you needed was 2 pant legs and a space for your Johnson. I don't know what else there is to it. If you tell me that, I'll be grateful. I'll sew you anything you want in return.
Let me sharpen my senses. I won't bother you.
All right.
Co ja tu jeszcze mam ci znaleźć? Już nic mi się nie błyska na czerwono. A ja bym bardzo chciała pomóc. Lecimy. Ludzie, powiedzcie mi, czego chcecie od mody? Rurek, to jest hit. Myślę, że jak zrobisz rurki, to już będzie coś. No co to? Już mam strój? Szybko.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
Ruszamy.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too. Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in
Czy ma te
trousers.
ładne takie na górze?
Very chic choice.
Dziękujmy i
Thank you.
wzajemnijmy.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Wiktor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
I ten Wiktor tam, tak samo jak Grażyna ostatnio.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
O mnie się nie martw. To za dzikie węże.
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Wiktor? Wiktor. Wiktor! Can you hear me?
Yes,
Znam głos
of
pani.
course.
Muszę sprawdzić, kto jest.
These people are
Widzą.
just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Szczególnie jak mówi Wiktor, to kojarzę. Wszystko w
Everything's all
porządku.
right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Nara. To się skazał mi salutor. No dobra, co tu mamy? Jakieś papuszki pawie. Zofia.
Well, well, someone new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Wiktor Szulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Szulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
No jak
How
się
are you
bawicie?
enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Trzeba mi mam powiedzieć.
I
Karmijmy.
suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of trick you show us, Mr. Szulski.
Oj, zaraz wam
I need to
pokażę.
slip away for a moment.
Oh no, what a shame.
O, jak tu na czerwono jest.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Skawan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Old
Przysłuchujmy
Scout
się.
and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Szulska,
Oho.
she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Skawan, according to what
Oh.
I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Będziemy się bić? Myślę, że trzeba się przedstawić.
My name is Wiktor Szulski.
Well, there we have it.
Jestem za mało dumny. Okej.
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Czyli muszę karmić.
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Zero jakiegoś zawstydzenia. awanse pani robi? Tu nie mogę iść, tak? Okej. To idziemy na górę. A raz. Znamy się.
Mr. Szulski?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
Co ty tu
I
robisz?
could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Czym się
A
zajmujesz,
doctor,
chłopcze?
thaumaturge, or policeman could say the same.
Your interest flatters me. Who knows? Maybe the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree, and someday we'll even be friends.
How well did you know my tree?
We enjoyed talking and lending one another a hand.
Dobra, skąd
Who did
znaleźć
you say
ojca?
you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Szulski.
Pierdę się, bo jest mi
Yes,
niewygodnie.
I shall.
O, mogę jedną ręką sterować. Cóż za luksus. A ja wsadem chodziłam. A tu wystarczy lewym przyciskiem myszy. No to się rozłożę na fotelu. Mikrofon przysunę, żebyście mnie dobrze słyszeli.
The general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bałucki replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orwoffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Wiktor Szulski.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
See you there.
To jest jego kochanka, w sensie ojca? Tak się
I
nazywałaś?
think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
Tak, to ona. Oceńmy
I
najpierw.
admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
Believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
Dawaj,
How is it
życie na
being
dworze.
part of the Tsar's court?
It is a blessing and a curse. Forgive me if I do not elaborate.
Goście?
I've already met several distinguished guests. Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of this season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Skowen herself is to grace us with her
Przecież
presence.
z nią rozmawiałam.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you. both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow.
Ona się w
Please
sumie nie
accept my
smuci.
condolences.
Nie dajmy się
Wiktora
zbyć.
Piotrowna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Szulski, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Okej, czyli pani coś chce mi powiedzieć, ale nie może, bo wszędzie wszyscy słyszą.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here. So that's how you want to play.
Słowo trzeba podwyższyć. Co tu mamy? Psychiczna obrona. Odwracamy skupienie zamiast tego życia. A, mogłam tam dobadać. Księga nie chce być czytana. Tutaj. Będziesz mój.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Oh.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. You come here to torment me, unmask me.
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Your Syrian is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Imponujący salutor.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
I noticed a wild salutor here. I understand your being here has something to do with them in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this salutor? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with a flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
Co za przeskoczenie w animacji było?
The
Nie wiem,
person
może
with the
coś
flaw
powiesz.
attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
Zrobisz jak uważasz. Nie, nie będę tego mówić, po prostu
So should
skończę.
we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Szulski, but you can call me Wiktor.
Now, Mr. Szulski, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Nie boimy się ciebie.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Wiktor Szulski.
The last Szulski to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune. Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife. But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
No, co? Siostra niech się zajmuje.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
No, dziękuję.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
Ja mogłam mu
I
może nie
almost feel
powiedzieć.
sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot. Any progress with Svetlana?
O matko. Zacznijmy od
Enjoying
prostego.
yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm
Wódka
observing my own
najważniejsze.
brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about. Guess who I
Konieczkin.
ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
O
Sofia
Zofia.
Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Ja nie chcę iść do pani.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
I'd better change the subject. I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutor that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind. I'm going.
Jakbym Pokemony łapała. Pan taki smutny, pan też stracił miłość życia. Myśli Svetlany. Co tu macie? Węże. No jest tutaj opleciony.
I felt something. Where is it?
Ciekawe. Cóż to pan nie wygrozi? Tu coś jeszcze? Czy nie już? Chyba nie. A tu. Coś ojcu zrobiła? Chyba nie. No właśnie, tu widzę, że coś. No, żeś se zobaczył babę z ojcem. Żegnała się z ojcem, okej. No już chyba przeszukałam, czy jeszcze nie? Jeszcze coś? Chyba już tyle. No, to idziemy do niej. Gdzie jesteś? Svetłana. Aż mi się język zaplątał. Tu, ale nie mogę z tobą rozmawiać. Coś jeszcze będzie na dole? O, tu jeszcze coś jest. Ktoś chciał dla żartu wypuścić tę. Chwilę wracam do wsada.
Isn't that our Mr. Szulski?
To ja. O.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
O, troszkę się podreperujmy.
Do you like being a tease?
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with the lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Szulski?
Wymieńmy się.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None, especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
No,
I
pójdę
need to
stąd.
slip away for a moment.
Już
We should
wszystko
go as
wiem.
well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Dziewczyny już poszły. Coś tam jeszcze mogę wam
What are you
dogadać?
looking for again, lunatic?
Ach, za mała
Pardon
duma.
me, gentlemen. I promised.
Lunatic.
Co wy tu robicie? Nie wiem tego, no nic. Idźmy w głąb, może tu coś przegapiłam. Teraz nie mogę nic przegapić, okej. To już zrobiłam. Jeszcze mogę cię czymś dojechać?
Szulski, don't play with me.
Dobra.
You know the hostess well?
Will you leave me alone if I say I don't?
No.
Svetlana Petrovna invited me, and I am doing my best to meet her expectations. Let's keep out of one another's way.
Whose soul are you summoning tonight, dear madame?
I only know which one I'd prefer to banish. Shoo!
Maybe my dead father's. If you manage that, it would spare me a lot of trouble.
Now we'll never know.
I saw one of your posters. You look different in it.
Really, the illustration doesn't reflect reality.
How should I take that? No one warned me that I should get in costume for the party.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just noting that you stand out among these boring guests.
Impudent.
Just a bit uncouth, I'd say.
Jest.
I'll disappear. For now.
Sometimes it's good to let things go and leave other people in peace. For your own benefit.
That isn't a
Ciągle
very
mu
subtle threat.
grożą.
Sometimes I'm not very subtle when I want something.
I respect that.
Coś tu jeszcze mogę z tobą?
Did I see that you've met this madame person?
Okej. Idę. Idę albo nie idę. Dobra, znajdźmy coś, bo to by już odcinek kończył, a ja nie mogę nic tu znaleźć. Gdzieś przegapiłam? Pewnie znając życie, tak. O tu. Czarny grimoire. No w końcu idziemy. Gdzie jesteś, kobito? Tu. Na balkonie. Porozmawiamy z nią i skończymy.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Szulski?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Wiktor.
Ask.
Spopielony
The
liścik,
burned
idziemy od
note.
góry.
Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
Ochrana.
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In other words, the secret police.
I know. what
O
they
ja,
are.
co tu było za
I'd like to know what they
dyskoteka?
want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. You
Romans.
two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
Co to
What do you mean
znaczy?
by looking in the same direction? That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
Wyrzut
Your feelings
sumienia.
of guilt. Did they have something to do with the Romanov court?
With the whole empire. Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Wiktor. Ideally, closer to the west.
Gilotyna.
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet something has changed.
Drąż
Where was my
dalej.
father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Czas. A jeszcze zapytajmy
Do
o
you
to.
think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
Perhaps you're right.
Co teraz
What do you
zamierza?
intend to
Jeszcze
do now?
przepytajmy ją.
Nothing. The soirees will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
Not yet.
However, how hard it is, you should check there. It will give you more understanding than all the investigators put together. My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there.
A
But
jednak
I will
wiesz.
not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there is one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
I ja wam dziękuję za ten odcinek. Do następnego. Pa, pa.